Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade Podcast. That's us. It's TLC Tuesday. I'm Mary Payne. I've got Kimberly from A Date with Dateline. She's
Hello.
here. Not a
Yay.
lot, not a lot of Dateline going on here with the Olympics.
I know. It sucks.
Yeah. What have you guys been covering? Tell me so I'll watch it so then I can, well, I'll listen anyway. It doesn't matter. So,
We are covering an old episode called Deadly Mischief, which is about the Donna Adelson case. Well, the Dan Markel case, really.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it all encompassing? Do we get the trial stuff or no?
Yes, but we're not covering that part till part 2, which will be next week. So we divided it up into 2 because it's so heavy.
It's so many moving parts of that
And this
case.
is the 4th time Dateline has covered this. With
They
this
could
episode.
cover it 4 more times.
I said it's like Pam Hupp level, and
Mm,
we could get a miniseries like with Renee Zellweger, or
mhm,
the Alex Murdaugh one. We've gotten,
yeah.
and we forgot to do. We were going to play who would play each person.
Oh, okay. From the
Donna
Adelsons.
Adelson,
Mhm.
Katie had to cut it all out because I was being really mean, but she's a horrible person.
She is.
Like,
She's a murderer. Yeah.
her face to me is a jump scare. It's like giving Voldemort energy. There's something about her that very much scares me.
But you know what? If you go back even just a couple of years,
Mhm.
when she was blonde and footloose and fancy free, living her best life in Florida, she looks like
Yeah,
an entirely different person.
totally.
Then
She was on Wheel of Fortune.
this little old lady with the sweater, that they bring
Mhm.
out for the trial. You're like, I saw you in
Not
your
falling
short
for it.
shorts 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Stop it, lady. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Over on Murder She Watched, they did a whole Pam Hupp thing.
Yes, I know. She
Yeah.
texted me about it. Yeah.
I said Kimberly and Katie are experts on Pam Hupp if you have any
We
questions.
really are. We've
Mhm.
covered it like 5 times, I think. Yeah.
She was like, I know, I've listened. So good. Well, we can't get enough Pam Hupp in our lives, I
I'm waiting
guess.
for my shout out. She said she was gonna give me a shout out.
She better.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If she's covering Dateline, she better give me a shout out.
Yeah, she better say, "Shout out to my girls at Date with Dateline."
Yeah. Come
Amy,
on,
are you
Amy.
listening? Come on.
Come
Jeez.
on.
All right, but we're not here to talk about murderers or people that aren't murderers yet. I gotta tell you
Yet.
that
Yet.
Laura and Birkan are really trying to make us believe on social media that they are a love story for the ages.
It's gross, and I was reading the comments of the Instagram that was just on our group chat.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
It does feel like she's giving a lot of prayer hands to
Uh-huh.
people who tell her to run. So that
That's funny.
gives me hope
Mhm.
because they're talking about the red flags, and then she makes a joke that Turkey is full of red flags because their flag is red. But she'll do like running emoji, and she'll be
Uh-huh.
like, "Thank you so much," and like, do you think he was lying about this? She's trying to engage, but
Mhm.
the the comments are all, "You seem nice, go away from this man. He will
Mhm.
steal all your money and he's
Mhm.
using you." And she
Interesting.
seems very appreciative and
Does
not
she?
defensive,
That's
and
good.
that gives me hope that they're not still together.
Yeah, I, did reach out to her to ask her the name of that surgeon,
Okay, good. Yeah.
and she wrote me right she t on the comments, she wrote, I'll DM it to you if that's okay," and I said, "Great."
Yeah.
So she sent it to me, and I said, "I know someone who's interested in this,
Uh-huh.
it's Keisha," and,
And me.
I mean,
And me.
but Keisha's specifically interested in the skin removal because she, lost, like, 200 pounds,
Yes.
and has a similar issue, and so she said that she was in the process of scheduling going back to do it, so,
Oh, okay, so she hasn't done it yet.
yeah. Or maybe she has, and she's tricking us because she wants to keep riding the TLC train, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this should just be a launch pad for her literary endeavors,
Yeah,
her
because
her
mhm,
softcore porn
mhm.
werewolf stories,
Yeah,
because I think there's a huge market for that,
yeah.
and the women that read these, they go through them. They're always needing new feeding friends. They need new content, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, because they're quick reads, I feel like. So
Yeah.
they need more. And she's already a teacher. I wasn't that into what she read, but I'm sure there were people that were.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she could
yeah.
be
Oh, yeah.
the next Twilight lady.
She could. She could.
Focus on that.
Yeah. Don't focus on this guy. Okay. But we're not going to talk about them until next because first,
Well, then why did you start with that, Mary Payne?
I'm sorry, Kimberly. Sometimes things pop in my brain and I have to say them. But we're going to start with your couple, Forrest and Sheena. And they've been doing a lot of lives together and stuff like that. So
Is it clear where they are?
the live that I saw they did recently, they did not appear to be together. She looked like she was at work. Like I said,
Okay.
vet behind
It's a
her and looked
split
like
screen.
yeah, and he looked
Okay.
like he was in his bedroom. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but by the way, this episode is called Prepare
for Arrival.
Which is BS. We didn't even get an in-flight meal. I didn't even have time to watch a movie. What's happening?
Is Prepare for Arrival an allusion to Aunt Spring? She's the only person who arrives on this episode.
It has to be, unless it's a sexual arrival.
Well, I was concerned and I didn't want to say that.
But why is it this season's only halfway through? We shouldn't be arriving yet. It's far too soon. This is
Prepare for Arrival Prepare for Arrival should have been towards the beginning when people were actually arriving in their countries.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm thinking about since the whole thing was a flight metaphor.
You think it's supposed to be
at the
end, right?
But you're right. You're right. I think there should have been one title that has to do with pooping in an airplane bathroom and how everything's wet and it's gross and you don't want to.
No, what? Wet? What kind of airplane bathroom are you going in where everything's wet? Are you thinking about a bus?
Everything's wet. The seat, the sink area is just drenched like there was a flood inside of it. It's just they're not good bathrooms. And for what we're paying,
not. But
let's upgrade. Let's
right.
revamp the whole airline industry. So that we're talking about Forrest and Sheena and Molly in pigtails. Why she has chosen this to be her new hairstyle.
If Amy Archer sent us the picture one more time of Molly in that tub, I was like, we get it, Amy. She was upset.
Talk about a jump scare.
Yeah.
Forget Donna Adelson. So it's the next morning. Forrest tells Molly he thinks last night went great. And Molly's like, huh. And she keeps doing where she's talking to him like he's a little boy because she babies him. And it's like, really, Forrest? Is that what you think? And then it cuts to her talking head where she goes, what the hell? It was horrible. She's a pathological liar.
Yeah.
Forrest, is that what you think? Do you think you can trust her? And so Forrest says yes. Sheena's going to change. She's not going to lie. She's not going to give her parents money anymore. The mom might be dead in another room. We've never seen Sheena's mom, but
unclear.
So he says, I'm ready to propose to Sheena. And Molly says, what? Just yesterday you found out she was lying about some big things. And with your autism, you tend to have so much trust in people and you just love everyone. And that can lead to you getting hurt. Like, remember that bitch in Indonesia or wherever she was?
She put him in a hotel room and didn't see him for a week. That wasn't right. That was terrible.
So she might always be lying to you. Do you want to live the rest of your life always wondering if your spouse is lying? Well, as someone who hosts Dateline for a living, that will be your life no matter who you marry. Because you never know anybody and they always might murder you for life insurance.
After the Brendan Banfield case, I told Dave, listen, you don't have to set up a FetLife account and have somebody come in and pretend that they want to assault me because I like it and then come in and try to save me and then murder me. He's like, I have
That's putting in too much work.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't know." I said, "Listen, don't murder me, don't have me murdered, don't poison me, just divorce me. I can take it. It's fine. I promise I won't try to take half your money. Just don't kill me."
Yeah, just please
Yeah,
don't kill me.
just don't
Just
kill
get a
me.
divorce.
He's like,
Maybe you
"Okay."
should
He's like,
maybe
"Noted."
take out some mutual money that goes into an account, and that's just the divorce money. So
Okay.
that way it's already taken out of the paycheck. It goes into the divorce fund. And
Mhm.
then if we divorce, this is the money. I'm not going to go after anything else. And you sign something, you don't get life
Wow.
insurance. You say
Mm.
I'm worth nothing.
Mhm.
I want to live. Let me
Okay.
live, Dave.
I don't think we're gonna go that far, but I do remind him often that it doesn't have to come to murder. If he's unhappy,
What
just
you
let
need
me.
to do is keep talking about it on the podcast, because
Uh-huh.
then if something does happen to you, we all look straight to Dave. He won't get away with it, and he needs to know that. We're all
Oh.
gonna look.
I had somebody it was, Ingrid's sister wrote me today. It was like, "Since you're such into true crime podcast, do you know if people in prison can dye their hair?" I wrote back, I said, "Yes, the women come up with ways to dye their hair. They
But it
do."
depends how flexible the guards are, because
Yeah.
it seems like sometimes they're like, "This isn't regulation.
Mhm.
You've dyed your hair with Kool-Aid,
Alright. Uh-huh.
and
They
that's
come
not
up
gonna
with ways to,
stand."
like, make eyeliner with coffee
Yeah.
grounds. I said, "They come
Mhm.
up with ways." And she said, "Just asking for a friend." I was like, "Are you talking about Ghislaine Maxwell? Because it seems like you're talking about Ghislaine Maxwell."
Jesus.
She was, in fact, talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah.
But not a friend, just to be clear.
Not a friend of hers. She was just sort of, like, trying to go around it, and then I said, "If
Uh-huh.
we're talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, that's definitely not her, if that's what you're asking." And she's like, "Okay, good. Okay, good." She said she was very busy on one case, Nancy Guthrie, and then she got sidetracked, and now she's on the Ghislaine Maxwell case. I said, "Good. Keep on all these cases. Text me whenever you need to chat. I'm on the case too." Did you watch
Yeah,
the Brendan Banfield trial? Yeah.
I only literally what I hear about these cases, I hear from you playing on your phone while we are waiting to record. So I log on, you're not
Uh-huh.
there, but you're logged on, and I hear someone talking about gloves
Yep.
and FBI,
Yep.
and I say, oh, okay, I'm learning something. And
Mhm.
then I didn't even know what case it was until she said Nancy. And then I thought, oh,
Nancy.
she's now on Nancy. Yeah, she's still
I'm
on Nancy, I
I'm
should
still
say.
on
Yeah,
Nancy. I've been on
yeah,
Nancy. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, back
Because
to Forrest and
Brandon's
Sheena.
over.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry.
Sorry.
So he says he's ready to propose. She's like, "This is a terrible idea." And Forrest starts crying because he doesn't wanna lose Sheena, but he knows he can't be with someone who lies all the time.
Yeah.
So I think they need, like, to do some sort of intervention with Sheena, like with a counselor who specializes with people who have autism spectrum disorder, if indeed that is what Sheena also has.
Mhm.
Because if she's doing this, and they need a translator
Mhm.
and do like some sort of mediation to get to the root of these issues. Because
Well, yeah, yes, she has to be truthful, so they need a translator, mediator to sit down with them and go, "Okay, here's what Sheena needs to do. She needs to give X percent of money to her family. She can
and
also give."
explain to them that this is the culture.
And
There's
this is what they're
really no
doing.
getting around of it. Yeah.
But by the way, like somebody wrote, they either wrote it on like a Spotify comment or somewhere, or they DM'd me on Instagram. I can't remember, but they said, if you really look at this, Forrest and Molly could be the scammers because he hasn't put $1 into this, and
Oh,
Sheena
yeah.
is a doctor. So maybe
Oh,
they're just
for
trying to get her to the States to support Forrest, you know?
absolutely. I mean, and we have said that, like, this account that he's so mad that she keeps taking out, it's all her money. He has not
Right,
put any in. He barely survives. He is on disability.
right,
And also all those cameras in the house are not cheap.
right. And
Um,
to have it running all the time,
yeah,
Yeah.
and all the sex toys that he and Molly go shop for,
So
not
busy,
cheap.
so busy.
Um, but I actually am curious if someone knows what the process would be of her practicing in the United States and
Yeah.
what sort of, um,
Licensing.
license she would have to get to
Probably
be a vet
retake
here.
medical boards and things like that,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So Meanwhile, we have Steve, who's Sheena's dad, and he asks Sheena, "Why did you tell Forrest what you did?" And she humbly apologizes because that's her go-to move. I humbly
Mhm.
apologize.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I sincerely apologize, but mostly it's I humbly apologize.
Mhm.
And she says, "I couldn't clearly say that I was trying to help you, and I'm afraid of losing Forrest because he wanted me to save money, so I had to lie." She's just as confusing when she talks to her own dad. Um,
The whole thing is confusing, and it's a different story every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Steve says, if he really loves you, he should accept our culture. And in our culture, you have to give, i.e., give me my money.
Just give me my money. That's all I want.
So if you're new here, that is a Sway-Lose
A
mama.
Swaylu's mom who just said,
So
I don't care about the kids. Give me my money. Yeah.
So the one of the worst moms ever.
Mhm.
We need
Terrible.
some sort of ranking system, but she's up there.
We do. We do.
Sometimes people on Reddit, I don't know if you've seen them do the game of like, if these people are sitting on an airplane and these are the empty seats,
Yes.
where would
Yes.
you sit? And I want to do one with all the moms.
Okay. I'm writing it
Summit's
down.
mom, Summit's
Yeah.
mom, a Sway-Loose mom,
I'm writing.
Molly for sure,
Okay.
Debbie. So
So
good.
many. So many bad mom. We're gonna do that.
I'm gonna do it.
Look forward in your feed. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So Sheena says, I know I need to support you and not be selfish, which is sad that like to take care of her own needs is considered selfish, but that's sort of the culture there.
Yeah.
And so Steve says, you need to be honest with Forrest so he knows what to expect in the
Mhm.
relationship. And Sheena says she feels stuck between two worlds. So
Yeah.
later, Forrest and Molly and Dev and Steve and Sheena and the sister and all of their body parts in bathing suits
Uh-huh.
are soaking in these baths. The cameraman, I hope, was getting paid overtime to get those shots that look like they're all doing water births. Even Dev, it is.
It does. It looks like every one of them is doing a water birth, a home birth. Yes, it does.
And then a doula is going to come by and like pour
Uh,
soothing oils and massage their shoulders. We're getting a lot of knees up. Those knees are up and the camera is shooting through the knees.
those
And it was
tubs
a
were
lot.
tiny, so it didn't
And
look.
these are large Americans.
Yes, but I mean, Sheena and her dad
Sheena's
and the
also
sister, they're
are not
they're
small.
they also couldn't fit in the tubs were small. They weren't like
Yeah. It was
what
like
we think
you're
of a tub
watching
where
a
you could,
baby.
like where you
Yeah.
could stretch out. Yeah.
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 And they joke about being cooked. And
Mm.
Molly says, they can cook me as long as they want. Oh, the juices, and it smells so good with the flowers. And they're like turkeys in stews, just boiling. And she is sighing and moaning, and
It
it's nasty.
Get a room. Get a room
Yeah.
for yourself, Molly. We don't need to witness this.
The only other people I would less want to see in those bathtubs, Lisa from this season.
Oh, when we get to her, that poor girl.
I know.
What a dummy.
So Dev and Sheena's sister, it's the next day they're leaving. Dev, Sheena's sister, making bird noises at each other. It was the funniest cutaway.
How did I miss that?
So Dev goes, do you have hummingbirds here? And she goes, we have songbirds. And he goes, oh, our birds go like this. Do, 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 do. And she goes, oh, our birds go. Do, 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 do. And he's like, that's so interesting. It was the cutest thing ever. I love Dev. I want to see him interacting with everyone. He is like, can we get a new travel show that is just Dev traveling the world and learning things about other cultures?
It's called
Dev on the
Dev.
move.
Dev does things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dev departs. So they
Yeah.
are heading out right when a storm symbolically starts. And they
Mm.
it's one of those like sitcoms where you're trying to have a serious conversation and then like an entire marching trombone section walks
Yeah.
by,
Uh-huh.
but it keeps going off the thunder. And Steve says, Forrest, I hope you'll take care of Sheena. And I hope you know that in the Philippines, when a foreigner wants to marry a woman, they have to spend. And Forrest says, well, I'm glad they're just laying it all out on the table. And Forrest says, I want to support her as a husband. Sheena and I decided that our money would be in a joint account. And Steve says, I think that's okay when you're married, but not now. You're not married yet. And Forrest says, well, we need the money to get married because of the visa. And so that's why the account is important. And Steve says, well, Forrest shouldn't have access to the account. He can ask Sheena about the money. Very strange.
If it's her money, and
yeah, that's true.
And he's put $0 in there, he shouldn't have access to the account.
I think it's making it seem though like they don't trust Forrest to take money out, but it's really because Steve wants to be able to take money out,
right,
and not have Forrest see it
for the Airbnb.
Yeah. So Molly says she doesn't like this. Alarm bells are ringing, and she says, the issue, she's being so nice. The issue, though, is that Sheena hasn't really been honest in the past, like yesterday, for example.
Or ever.
So just up until today, she has not been honest. And that's the kind of the issue. And Sheena says, I humbly apologize. I will be honest. And every week I can text the amount that's in the account to Forrest. And so you can have peace of mind. And Forrest is happy with this agreement. But Molly still doesn't like Steve being in charge of Sheena's money. And she's like thinking Sheena's 40 years old. Sheena is marrying her, not the dad. Now it's like he's in a relationship with the dad. The dad is too involved. Molly.
I know, but why can't they just get married in the Philippines and then apply for the spousal visa? Like, I don't understand why they don't do that. There has to be a reason, but it hasn't been explained to us. If this is like they can't have an account till they're married, well, this is a way for them to get married.
And it's still expensive to do that, but a wedding would be cheaper in the Philippines. Maybe because does he have family? Is there more family in America? I don't know.
They've already got the venue.
Her family's going to want to go, yeah, that Airbnb, you have the lawn is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So surprisingly, Molly holds her tongue and they leave without incident. And they go on their journey, and Molly has Sheena take her to a fruit stand, and Forrest is going to have one-on-one time with stepdad Dev and asks him, Mom is concerned that I can't trust Sheena. And Dev says, well, you ask her questions and she doesn't give you a straight answer. So wise, Dev. That is what is happening. And Forrest says, well, Mom thinks I shouldn't propose to her yet. What do you think? And Dev says, if you rush into things, they could get worse. Or, I don't know, Forrest. If you think you're ready for this, you better have a book written, and you better be ready to follow that book.
What? I'm sorry.
How much drugs has Dev done?
What's all going the on, drugs? Dev? He did all the drugs.
Forrest, in his talking head, goes, Dev is a perplexing man. His wisdom can be confusing. But I think he's right in that I have a lot to think about. So Forrest,
and I gotta get on writing that book.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be writing a book. Is it an autobiography, sci-fi? What am I supposed? Should I be writing one with Laura? Is it
a metaphorical book? Is it an actual? Is it an ebook like Luke?
No, but you have to be writing the book and be ready to follow that book. So is it like a book of rules for marriage?
I think it is. You need to write your future and follow it. Like, I'm manifesting these things. And then when I get to the end of the book, I will have. Listen, why are we trying to figure this out? What else happens with these people?
That's it.
Oh,
Forrest
that's it.
Is confused.
We're ending on Dev's deep thoughts with Dev. Okay.
Dev is a very perplexing man.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's a man of few words, and when he does talk, you wish he didn't.
I told you, he's like one of those cowboys in the movies that'll just be like, the sunset tells you what it wants you to know about your future. And you're like, what? Okay.
Okay. All right, Laura and Birkan. Remember, they've gone on their romantic getaway. They went to that castle. And the talking head, she goes, I found out that Birkan has a gambling problem and a $50,000 debt. So I am second guessing a future with him. I have to protect myself the best I can. She gives us some history. She got married at 21. It lasted 6 years. And that guy took what little money she had, took what little money they had in their joint account when he left me for another woman. And she says, it destroyed my trust in most people.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
Why are
Married to
you
the guy for
repeating
6 years.
history?
Gee.
Don't. Now you want another guy who's going to take your money? Come on.
Right. She says, we did have a pretty big conversation, but now I have a lot of doubts and a lot of questions. And, I don't like surprises because I'm always disappointed. And that's how I protect myself. No surprises. You can still be disappointed if somebody surprises you or doesn't. They could still be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So she's telling him this, like, I don't like surprises. This is how I cope. And he says, we have a different coping mechanism. And here we are. You can't stop something that is destined. And she's like, huh? And he says, you don't have to
Dev.
He's Dev.
Channeling that Dev wisdom.
He's also like laid back on the bed. Like,
I did not like this.
Of this.
He does this a lot. Like he's Zach Morris, like leaning back in his chair. Just I'm so casual. I'm just a young 20-something-year-old. I don't care about anything.
Very much so. And he says, you can't stop something that is destined. And you don't have to feel insecure. If you try to control the relationship or me or my actions, that will make it worse. We're in love, and I'll always try to be perfect for you. You can count on that, but don't try to change me. Basically, a gambler's got to gamble, girl.
Yeah.
And
the more you try to control me, the worse piece of shit husband I will be.
I got to smoke my hookah. I got to gamble. This is the life of Birkan. So she says, I have not tried to change you. I don't know what you're talking about. And he says, all my life, I never did something I didn't want. And then he goes, but I don't want an argument. So I will try my best to stop gambling. Isn't that the point of love? Okay. I'm going to try my best.
His parents. I would love to go talk to his parents. They're never going to because they're estranged. But
I saw a listener wrote and said their theory was that Birkan was Sarper's long lost son.
I love that.
And the talking head, she says, it means a lot. He's at least saying he will try and stop. And I've fallen more in love with him. And I really don't want to go home heartbroken and devastated. So really, this is about saving face. Right?
Totally. That's what half these people do. I've put in so much. Yeah. Everyone thinks that this is not going to work. And I don't want to prove them right.
Yeah. It's sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
So, but it's funny because it's just like, she goes, it means a lot. He's saying he's going to try and stop. I'm going to tell you something. As somebody who's married to an addict.
How many times do they say try?
They say try. I'm going to try. Yeah. So he goes, I'll try and stop, but you're leaving in 5 days. So try and stop me. So now they're on a boat that he has arranged. And again, they went to the castle. They've been on the boat. They've done this. They've done that. They're on the boat. And she goes, wow, you're setting the bar so high on surprises. And he goes, yes, I know. And the talking head, she goes, here's the problem. I can never stay upset with him for long. I mean, look at him and his neck tattoo and his terrible teeth. So there's a talking head together. And she goes, I couldn't believe it about the boat. Like, I know it was so expensive. How did you pay for that? And he goes, with gamble. And she goes, oh, and he goes, just be happy. Go with the flow like the boat.
Where does she think he got the money? He does not have a job. It came from gambling, but
he has debt. Why doesn't he use some of this money to pay his debt?
Also, stop saying you're good at gambling when you have a $50,000 debt.
You
are not good at gambling.
He tells her, on the boat, he says, I'm grateful for you. And before I met you, my life was a nightmare. I had the injury that made me unable to play soccer. And after my injury, my girlfriend, my first love, she dumped me over text. And I was in the hospital. She never came to visit. I was all alone. I had no family, no friends, no love. And I quit wanting to be around people. But I've met you, and now I think I need you, and a part of me is alive because of you. I know it's hard to understand my lifestyle and my chooses, but this is why you're special. If we have problems, we will find solutions. I loved you're involved in my life and my choices, except for that gambling, because I'm not going to stop that.
So
He just
I have
says
so many thoughts.
all the
I have
words
so
that
many
she.
thoughts.
Okay, let's hear them.
One, why were your parents and your friends not visiting you in the hospital? That means there's something wrong with you. Hot take.
Yeah.
99% of the time. There are some people who are alone in life and they did nothing to deserve it. But 90% of the time, if no one's visiting you in the hospital, you have estranged yourself from everyone.
Mhm.
Your football mates weren't even visiting you. Why not?
Nobody, no one. He was all alone. Mhm.
My bigger thought is that this whole "you saved me," I was so sad and lonely until you came along. This is what I will call the Dylan McKay strategy, which is 90210,
Mhm.
Luke Perry. I
Mhm.
am so troubled. I'm a troubled teen youth, and I have a troubled history with my parents, and I ride a motorcycle, and I'm a
Mhm.
bad boy, but it's because I'm sensitive and lonely until a nice girl comes along and
Mhm.
wins my heart. Laura, you're too old to fall for this shit.
Uh-huh.
You are
You
not
just yeah.
Brenda. You are not Jenny Garth. You are not even Tori Spelling. You are in your 40s, and this man does not need you to come and save him romantically. And then it'll be like, "You saved me," and then they'll kiss, and he'll throw her against the wall because she loves that.
But later, when we get to Lisa and Daniel, is the exact same story. He is saying the exact same thing. You saved me without you, da 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 da. And it is to make the woman feel like, oh gosh, without me, wherever this person be. I mean, it's
Uh huh.
very classical manipulation, and we're seeing it in two of our storylines here.
Yep.
Um, so
It
he says,
also excuses anything you've done in your life, in your
yeah,
past that was bad because they weren't around to save you. It's almost their fault that they didn't come into your life sooner to
uh-huh.
save you from your gambling addiction.
It's crazy because he's saying all the things. He definitely picked up a few of the books that she likes
Yes.
to
Uh-huh.
see what she's
He's
into.
gonna pretend to be a werewolf next. I'm telling you, he's gonna say, "I can't go out, it's a full moon," but then be very mysterious about why. And she'll be like,
Mm,
"Is he a werewolf?"
mhm. It's a lot of similarities to Love is Blind, Ashley and Alex, because he also had a soccer injury and,
Oh.
also is a man of mystery.
Mhm.
He's a liar.
Yep.
Okay, so she says, "Birkan, you make me happier than I have ever been, and when I'm with you, I feel special and important." There you go.
Because I saved you.
Right.
Mhm.
He says, "I love you and I trust you and I'm glad we are important to each other." So then she goes to the top of the boat and he brings her flowers. And the talking head, she says, "Hearing him tell me I am bringing him out of his darkness." Again, it's just straight from a book. She
Yeah.
says, "No one has ever made me feel like that. I am that important to them. And this
Mhm.
makes me really understand his mentality more. And if I was in his position, I would want someone to give me a second chance. And we haven't spent
Mhm.
much time together, but I can tell he loves me and values me. And that's all I could ever hope for."
Oh my god. You
Well,
know
he
what you
did
could hope for? A man with a job. That's what you should be hoping for.
bare minimum,
Yeah.
bare minimum. A man who speaks to his family members.
Mhm.
Just one family
Mhm.
member.
A man who does not spend all day at a hookah lounge.
This is the life of Birkin. Um, how dare you? Okay, we're moving on to Jovon and Annalyn.
Ugh, this asshole. So, they're flying to Manila where her family is and she
Mhm.
lives, and she takes a selfie on the plane. He does look like he's constipated in photos. It's
What do
this
you do?
kind of he goes like this. It's all it's a closed mouth smile, and it's
Yeah,
almost a grimace, like he's
yeah.
pooping. So
Maybe he doesn't like his teeth, and he doesn't like his teeth when he smiles. I do that a lot.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they get to Manila and she goes, "This is where I'm from. What do you think?" And he says, "It's busy."
Yeah, it's busy. It's a busy
What
town.
a
It's a
what a
huge city.
douchebag.
Yeah.
Say something nice. Be like Molly. I never thought I'd say that, but Molly is a
Wow.
delightful tourist. She's impressed by everything.
She loves everything, and
She
she wants
wants
to
to try the
learn.
food. She wants
Yes.
to, yes, teach me about this historic building. Let me take a picture of this sunset. What is this
Mhm.
fruit called? I will try it. Yeah.
She wants to try the strip clubs because why not?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Why not? So Annalyn tells him, we're going to meet my mom. Be yourself, but not too much. It's always good advice.
Good
So
advice.
that's where I need to go into at where I'm recording Pink Shade. Be yourself, Kimberly, but not too much. So I'm going to put it on my computer as a reminder.
I
So
think you are more yourself on this show than you are on A Date with Dateline.
I do have to reel it in a lot on a date with
On A
date.
Date with Dateline, you gotta really reel it in, and you're not allowed to curse, and here you
Yeah.
just let it fly. Yeah.
Or you're making me a meaner person. I can't decide.
What?
Because I'm allowed to criticize everyone for everything. And on Dateline, I have to be very careful. Can't criticize someone's looks.
No.
Katie won't allow it.
Katie, ruining
I
all our
know.
fun.
I know. If you can't make fun of Donna Adelson's face, what can you not make fun of?
Are we
Come
gonna get
on.
that? Are we gonna get that in like a B-roll bonanza that will be
She
on
did say
Patreon?
I might let that go on Patreon. She
Okay,
might.
thank you.
It
I'll be
depends
waiting
on
for
her
it.
mood. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be waiting for it.
So she says, her mom really likes Jovon, but she's questioning why they fight so much and why it took him so long to visit, which is a good point. Her
Mhm.
mom lives next door to Annalyn, so they really need to get the mom's support. So Jovon says he feels like he's on another planet because people are staring at him like a T-Rex is just walking down the street because he's black and he's like a foot and a half taller than everyone there.
I did like the
So
idea of him like, "Rah,
roar.
rah, rah,"
Yeah.
down the street.
So he says, "I can't wait to see Annalyn's place because I've been sending her $600 a month. So I want to
Mhm,
see where my money's going."
mhm.
And he walks in and he's like, "Wow, it's so big. It's one of the biggest houses on the block. Wow." And then she shows him it's bigger than my apartment. And she
But
has
it's
lots
one
of
big room.
room.
It's one big room.
One big room, but then they
Yeah,
go upstairs and there's a big bedroom, and she says, "I don't even sleep up here because it's so hot, so I sleep
yeah,
downstairs." And
yeah.
then she shows him an entire room that is a walk-in closet, which has display cases of shoes and, like, she's Kanye, and, like, like, ceiling to floor cupboards for clothes.
Okay.
So he's like, "Why does she need all this space? I live in a small house with 3 roommates." Jovon,
No,
I
sir.
you are how old? You say you work 60 hours a week.
38 years old.
38 years old, you work 60 hours a week and you live in a small place with 3 roommates.
Mm-mm,
You're doing
mm-mm.
something wrong.
He's doing something wrong, and if he wouldn't send her that $600 a month, they could have very quickly had the money for the K-1 visa and
Yes.
moved and both of them gotten better jobs.
Yeah.
Why on earth would he be 38 years old with 3 roommates?
No. And
No.
work that many hours. He needs to quit that retirement community. They are
He's
not
not
paying him.
he's not
He's
ambitious. I don't know
he's
what he
not
is.
ambitious.
Yeah.
Also, I think his place with 3 roommates still probably costs more than her place by
Yeah.
herself
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. His one room.
because
Yeah, probably.
it's probably very cheap there.
Yeah.
So then he sees all the travel photos she has of herself and he says, "I'm just seeing like clothes and shoes that she doesn't even wear that are for display. Like what's happening?" And she's traveling to all these places. Like I'm seeing dollar signs and I feel taken advantage of. And I think she needs to downgrade. I
Mhm.
mean, he's not wrong. That would suck. But at the same point, she's your wife. Don't you want your wife to be happy, and she could work though.
She needs
There's
to
no reason.
work. She needs to work,
There's
and
no
he's the
re-
one that told her not to work because one of his man podcasts told him that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the mom says, because the mom comes in and she's tiny and they're all hugging and it's really cute. The mom is crying and she's petting him like a dog. She's grabbing at his waist. I was like, is she gonna just mount him? What is happening? She is like feeling
Yeah.
him, like, are you real? Like, oh, big. I was thinking in her mind, it's thought bubble is like big, strong American man. Like she's never seen someone like 6'5" or however tall he is. She's just like,
I think he literally is like 6'1". I don't think he's like incredibly tall, but
I have no
very
idea.
tall.
Very tall for
the
there.
mom's reaction was
Sexual, because they do a close up of her hand on his waist, which is
Yeah.
like intimate.
Yeah.
But I know she's motherly, but then she starts wiping down his face because he's sweaty with her hands.
Yeah, it was a
She's
lot.
palming his face.
Mhm. It was a
And
lot.
Annalyn is like, I knew she liked Jovon, but she's being so affectionate. She's even wiping the sweat off of him. What's going on? I hope he doesn't let her down. He will. But
He will. Mhm.
by the way, did you see previews for next week or for the rest of the season?
I did. I think I wrote it all down too. Normally I don't.
Okay, good.
Lisa and Daniel, get ready. My voice is not built for this. So
I liked that swim cover up.
Her whole swim attire was cute.
The bangs and the headband is a good look for her.
I've told you her wig. People don't agree with me, but I think her wig looks fine.
Yeah,
it's because it's got bangs. Yeah,
it's the bangs. Mm-hmm.
So she heads out to the pool in a swimsuit cover up and wig, and she says, last night when we got back, he watched football and fell asleep, and I took a shower, and I'm still processing. He lied to his friends about that girl on social media. I'm not here to be used and to be a sugar mama. Well, you ain't got any money, girl. Mm. And then she says, I have spoken to this woman on social media, and I don't have the screenshots anymore, but I know what she told me. And hearing his friend say I have changed his life, now I wonder, does he love me or does he just want me for a visa?
Oh my God.
All right. He goes to the pool to meet her, and he goes, oh, how do you feel about last night? And she goes, what do you mean? It's confusing, and there's more to this than you're letting on. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I love you with all my heart. I invited you here. I'm not hiding anything. Well, you invite everybody there. This is the one that bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, what about the white woman, the other American woman you were chatting with? She saw I posted and tagged you on social media, and she told me I should be very careful around you because you were talking to other women, other Americans. Daniel, I want to know the truth. And he goes, I don't know. I can't remember. She goes, here's the profile picture. And he goes, no, I don't know who that is. And she goes, last night you remember, but today you don't remember. And he goes, I don't know. He says, you don't have the screenshots. You don't have any proof.
Okay, that's ridiculous. What's weird about this episode, I'm going to give your voice a chance to breathe for a second.
Thank you. Okay,
she is not dumb. Like, that's what's crazy. For someone who has made so many dumb decisions her whole life and shadiness, and she's not dumb. Like, cut to Laura, whose friends, Birkan and his friends were talking about her in Turkish without and laughing and being like, she needs to know. And she's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And Lisa is not letting it go that something was shady at dinner with the friends and they were laughing, and she picked up on that you've been the best thing that's ever happened to him. You bought him new clothes. Like, she's picking up on everything. She's understanding what gaslighting is. Like, she's not dumb. So what the fuck are you doing with your life, Lisa?
Well, remember, she stretched to fit him very well.
I mean, she is a scam artist, and scam artists are not always dumb. They can be smart.
So he says, "You don't have the screenshots, so, like, who cares?" And she goes, "I'll contact her." And he goes, "Okay." So, again, she goes, "This lady," and shows the
Yeah.
picture, and he goes, I don't know her. I don't know her. I'm gonna need proof. I don't know what you're talking about." And she says, "Daniel, it's easier if you just say it. Like, I'd rather find out from you than have to research and find out from her." And he goes, I don't know her. I don't know what you're talking about." So she texts the other woman and says, "Do you still have the screenshots from that conversation with Daniel?" And he goes, "Oh, I feel like this is a setup." He walks off.
Ah,
So
do
she
people
goes,
save screenshots? Is that a thing? Like, or do people delete screenshots regularly? I
I
mean,
think
like conversations?
she said it was from another phone. So I guess that this woman, when she had another
Okay.
phone,
I missed
had
that part.
did she switch from an Apple to an Android? I don't know,
Yeah.
but she
Good
says
switch.
this woman sent her screenshots of the conversation of the other woman and Daniel, and she had them on her phone, but then she lost them in a phone transfer.
Okay, now I understand.
So she goes to her room crying with production following her. And she goes, "I feel like he's just gaslighting me. Like, why is he just lying now? Like, he's trying to make me look insane. And what is he hiding that he has to lie? And I do have secrets of the past, but that's the
Mhm.
past. I don't have secrets
Mhm.
of the present. That's the difference." And
She's, like, doing this mental math. My multiple secrets of the past
uh-huh.
are less than one secret of the present. Carry the 2. I think that a secret here from a man, one secret, 2 white ladies make up one more secret than my 5 ex spouses, including 18 lesbian lovers.
Carry the 2. Um, so she says, like, "Does he even love me? Or is it all about coming to America? Is he a scammer? Is she the ticket to what he's hiding? All I want him to do is admit it. Admit he was talking to her. I don't want to believe there are others. I don't want to believe that. I should have not deleted those screenshots. I'm an idiot." Now,
Yes,
while
yes.
she's doing this rant, as they do, that we never understand what it is, they're focusing in on her phone on the bed. They keep showing her phone on the bed. Then they keep showing like her feet,
Oh, I didn't see that. Zoned it out.
feet, just back to the
I
feet.
I often wonder, are they just random shots to set the scene? Are they trying to subliminally send us a message? Is it shade on the person? Sometimes it's shade,
Sometimes it's
like,
shade.
it'll
Yeah.
be, like, their dirty ass fingernails or
Yeah.
something, and,
Ooh,
like,
ugh. Yeah.
yeah, with Nutella under them, and,
Mhm.
like, we know the camera people are just having fun with us and the
Yeah.
editors are putting it in. What was the feet? How did they look? I
It was
don't
just a shot like from knee down. So you kind of see the bottom of her cover up and then the bottom of her leg and her feet. And I'm like, what? She's talking. You've got
Yeah,
the shot of her face.
do you think there's someone you could interview that is a camera person slash editor or producer that would give you the lowdown on these shots?
But then would I have a whole 45 minutes to talk to them? Because
No,
that's only I
probably
only
not.
have one question.
Maybe just shoot off an email and that'll
Yeah.
respond.
Can somebody write me back? Okay. So then they put in the sound effects, in my opinion, of her phone going bloop, bloop, bloop,
Uh-huh.
bloop.
Yeah.
She goes, "Let me look at my phone." So
Uh-huh.
she says, "Okay, the lady wrote me back and says she can't find the screenshots anymore. But she says, I know what he said, and he acted like he cared for me, and I didn't even know him. So I thought that was crazy. And I think it is so odd. He is lying to you."
Well, I
Um,
don't know why the other lady also has that same weird accent, but
Lisa is telling what the
it's
other lady
tough.
said.
What do we think
Um,
that other lady sounds like, though?
oh,
Is
okay,
it
let's see.
Emma?
Let's
Maybe
see.
it's Emma.
Um, Listen, I don't know why he said what he said, and he acted like he cared for me, and I didn't even know him. So I thought that was crazy. And it is so odd. He is lying to you, girl. Girl, you are crazy if you marry him. He is lying right to your face, girl. That is wild. You a dummy. You're in danger, girl.
Yep, there we go.
So Lisa says, I may be naive, but maybe he was talking to a lot of white Americans. And I'm the only one who, oh no, if Daniel is lying, how will I trust him? I was like, why have you been in the room for 30 minutes with the soliloquy?
She has flip-flopped on herself, her own reasoning.
Yes.
18 times. She's like, what he
knows.
did is so bad, but maybe he loves me. And I was the one that stuck out because I'm so special. But
She
maybe
knows.
he's using me for the.
She knows. She knows. So he walks back in the room. He goes, baby, are you still crying?
Are you done yet having female emotions? Is it safe to enter? Or are you still having your period?
She's definitely not having a period.
Menopause.
And she shows him what the other lady wrote. And he goes, I don't know that woman. And she goes, here's the picture. Hold on. Here's her old profile picture. And he goes, oh, okay, that I recognize. You should have okay, now I see.
She was
And
clearly in witness protection, and her look changed so
changed
much
so
that he didn't
drastically.
it was Aunt Spring in one picture and
Yes.
Emma's with the wig in another picture.
Totally different face. And he goes, oh, okay, yes, I know this lady. I know her. Yes, I am sorry. Her old profile picture is different. You made a mistake and showed me the wrong picture. You know,
I
it's been a long time. I haven't talked to her. You came into my life. You changed my life. Don't cry anymore. It's okay.
He says, it's your fault for showing me
Yeah,
the wrong picture.
Mhm. So I'm talking to Ed. He goes, this American woman, I met her months ago before Lisa. And yeah, okay, with this other American woman, we were writing every day. But then my conversation with Lisa got to another level. And then I cut it off with this other lady. And the producer goes, but why did you lie and say you didn't know her? And he goes, so I'm being caught. Yeah, I was trying to date an American woman. So that is why I kept denying it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. He admits it.
He admits it.
Okay. So he tells her, Lisa, I am so sorry. Don't allow this lady to ruin our relationship. I know I have hurt you. I am sorry. Don't think of it again and don't cry. And he hugs her.
I hate these instructions he's always giving her.
God.
Don't breathe. Breathe in now. Eat this way. No, hold your fork this way.
Put your wig on.
Put a wig on. Like, gosh.
So in the talking head, she says, I'm reluctant to forgive Daniel, but maybe if I can forgive him, he will forgive me.
There we go.
Spoiler alert. Again, the math ain't mathin'. Okay. Aviva and Stig. Now, my realtor here on Bald Head Island is currently in Belize. I said, girl, find out. Ask every waiter, ask every hotel concierge, ask every local you come around if they know Stig the artist. And I sent her another note today to remind her.
There you go. Are there billboards up? Are there still billboards? Like, is he a real famous? We're trying to get a level on him. Like, how famous is he?
She hasn't written me back. She's probably at a pool, not concerned about my TV show that I'm following. Okay, Aviva and Stig.
So they're all tense after their fight at the club. There's detention in the air, and she wants to get through this issue because I think it was that funny.
Because he's Stig the artist. That was funny.
I know. So she needs to get through this fight because her goal is to be engaged and pregnant at the end of the trip.
She just met this man. Oh my God.
It's like having a ring on your finger and a baby in you by the time you're 30, or you're like a spinster who should walk into the sea with rocks in your pockets. She's even younger than Emma is. Why is this your goal? And like, you need to leave a trip engaged and pregnant. This is crazy.
Thank God Chloe didn't do that with Johnny.
Oh, I'm so glad. So they go to this beautiful beach with picnic tables in the water that just made me think about everyone peeing in the ocean because.
Okay. when they showed that aerial shot, you're like, whoa, that water is so clear and it's so beautiful. But then they were walking to it. I was like, everybody's just sitting there peeing.
It is.
Nobody's getting up to go to the bathroom.
And I learned that only recently on some YouTube video, and they were talking about peeing in the ocean. And then they said you really need to be careful of the pools at resorts that have bars in them, because they say, watch the bar area. You'll see people park themselves at the bar for like 8 hours. They're there all day under the umbrella in the pool. When are they going to the bathroom? They're not in the pool.
They may have bigger
Disgusting.
problems if they park themselves at a bar for 8 hours, but that's neither
it's
here nor
true.
there. Yeah.
But that problem is affecting you if you're swimming in pee water.
Well,
At
just
least there's chlorine in a pool.
if you're swimming, just go ahead and assume it's pee water. Just
I know.
don't open your mouth underwater. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
The ocean is vast, so it maybe dilutes it. So also, Aviva, wash your hair. You're standing literally in water. Just dunk your head. Bring a little bottle of soap. Biodegradable.
So greasy.
So she says, I was so uncomfortable at the show, so I was texting a friend. And he's like, a guy friend? She's like, no, a girlfriend. And he says, I thought you were texting a guy, so I freaked out. And then Aviva's like, God, it's weird that he's acting like jealous when he was grinding with a girl on stage. To me, that's worse. But he apologizes and then is like, but I think you should apologize. And she goes, okay, I'm sorry too. So they both admit that they have trust issues. And the issue is that he seems to want a girl that has no jealousy and is like a robot with no human emotions, who can watch him be the Beatles, allegedly, and girls tearing their clothes off in front of him, but not have, he said it repeatedly, I'm looking for a girl who can ride with my lifestyle and not have any jealousy. But he's super jealous. So
that was interesting that he thought it was a guy. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So Stig says, if we're not sure, if we're having issues, maybe we shouldn't be having unsafe sex, which we have been, which is totally logical and mature, but she takes it personally. And
also, you've been banging for a week, so that
the damage is done.
Horse is out of the barn, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, all of a sudden, he doesn't want to shoot up to club. So what's happening? And is he hiding something? So then they literally just had a conversation about trust and how they're going to work on it. And she's like, he doesn't want to have sex without a condom. He must be cheating on me. But she's going to let her detective Aunt Spring figure it out. And Detective Inspector Aunt Spring is his new spin-off show. And so the next day, he's gearing up to charm Aunt Spring, and he's like, she's going to love me. Do you think she'll think I'm cute? And she's like, don't be so cocky about it. So then she goes, it's fine. It's all love, even though you haven't told me you love me yet. And he says, what?
Wait. This man has not even declared his love for her, but she is trying to get engaged and pregnant.
Yep.
Okay.
And pressuring him to have unsafe sex. Yeah.
Aviva, who hurt you? Okay.
Yeah. Why are you so desperado? Like,
yeah.
You're a pretty girl. You are not seem dumb, but you're acting really dumb.
I assume she has a regular job and does well in life.
I think she had like daddy issues. Something is going on.
Something. We got to figure it out.
So she's like, you haven't told me you love me. And he goes, oh, are you waiting for me to say it? She's like, yeah, because I'm falling in love with you, but I'm not going to say it if you're not going to say it. And he says, well, I'm waiting for the right time when I know I'm sure. And she says, by the end of this trip, do you think you'll be sure if you love me? So desperate.
Girl,
you're Emma.
What?
When did you turn into Emma?
This is upsetting.
Am I pretty? Do you think I'm pretty? Do you love me? Is this the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen with me in it?
Babe, look at me.
Babe, do you love me? Babe, do I look gorgeous? Babe, do you want to feed me? So she says she has never said I love you first. She thinks it's the man's duty to say I love you first.
Okay. No,
Okay.
you're gonna be waiting a while, I think.
So they go to see Aunt Spring, and there's another woman there, Corinth, who is Aunt Spring's niece, who is black and Belizean.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm assuming it is from her husband's side of the family,
Yes.
her ex-husband. So this niece and her husband have a restaurant. And so they're going to go eat at the restaurant. And he's like, "Oh, so you've lived in Belize?" And Nance Springs in her full witness protection hair
It
and
is
glasses.
that Madonna look.
Yes.
Is that Madonna look where she had the skin tight blonde hair and the tight high pony in the
Yes.
back.
And it's slicked back, like you can see her skin, like her scalp, because it's
How
so
it's
slicked back.
so
And
tight.
that wig is so that clip-on
Yeah, it's just so
extensions. And then
tight.
the glasses that just are not flattering towards her face. And
Yes.
it makes her look like she has a fake nose and glasses combo, like
Yes.
for Halloween. So
It's a
sh
very strange look.
it is. And
Yes.
she's rocked it every time we've seen her.
Yeah.
So
That's her look.
branch out. I'm curious if she's gonna be at the tell-all and if that will be her look in a ball gown.
Yes and yes. Yes and yes.
And it'll look like when Greta was wearing a ball gown.
I was gonna say just like Greta. Yes. Uh-huh. Right.
So she explains she left her husband of 20 years 2 years earlier because he was a cheater.
Mm.
And so she's only now been back to Belize now. Then I think they're finalizing divorce papers or something.
Mhm.
So he says, "Well, you have beautiful eyes, Aunt Spring, Auntie Spring." And she's like, "Okay, you're a charmer, but you're not going to sweet talk me." And she's like, "How is it going? Are you serious with her? Do you have another Aviva coming in town after her, like on a
Right.
treadmill? How many Avivas are there?" What that
Uh-huh.
she doesn't even know about the girl in Texas. There was a Texas Aviva.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she says, "I think I should speak to you privately." And he's like, "Okay." And he thinks he's so charming. And
Yeah.
so she's like, "Aviva is being tricked by this man. He is not who he says he is. And that all changes now that I'm in town." The new sheriff's in town and it's
Yep.
Aunt Spring. So
Her name is Spring. Yeah.
yeah. So she pulls him aside and she goes, "So I just have a couple questions. No big deal. Just casual conversation. Why does Aviva think that you guys are serious? When is this you?" And she holds up her phone and she's like, "This is you, right?" And he looks at what she's showing him on the phone and he goes, "Oh shit."
It's totally him, and whatever it is, he is caught, but I still think she's pregnant.
She's 1000% pregnant and this is upsetting. And I'm very curious to see what it is on the phone. And if it's a
Me
Matt
too.
Sharp fake out, him
Right.
saying, "Oh shit," because we've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could have been like a really old picture or,
Right.
"Oh, shit, that's my
Mhm.
sister," you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, your ponytail just fell off. Okay. Um, let's end it with Emma and Ziad. We're going to the desert, babe.
Oh my god, there's sand at the
Babe.
desert, babe. Did you know that? Oh my god, do I look cute in
God.
the sand? Do you prefer
Babe.
me in the sand or on the concrete, babe? Which do I look better on, babe?
Oh. So she goes, "I woke up happy, babe. Did you wake up happy?" And he goes, "Yeah, I woke up happy." And she goes, "Today's the day. It's my birthday." And he laughs and says, "Oh, you're so funny. Like, you make me feel like a schoolboy with today's the day." And I was like, that's a
I
weird,
didn't understand that at all.
yeah, language barrier. Talking to the producer says, "So, Ziad, did anything happen? Why are you feeling so happy?
By the
Relaxed,
way,
some might say."
his happy level is like a 2. Like,
Oh,
we've never seen him smile. Like,
no.
he does not show happiness, but they're like, "You seem happier than yesterday." Like,
Does he?
on the level of, like,
Uh,
getting a tax audit to, like, a
mm,
root canal, you're, like,
mm.
somewhere in between, but that's high for him.
The producer says, "So you seem happy. Something going on?" And he says, No, nothing happened. I'm just very happy and comfortable. It's a nice feeling. Pretty good, just like the sex I had yesterday. That was a nice feeling too.
I want him to find out that she told the camera
I
crew.
do too. I do too. So she shows him in the car, she shows him her heels, and they're like a square heel. And she goes, "Do you like my desert shoes, babe?" And he goes, "What?" And she goes, "They're chunky heels, babe." And he goes, "Those are not going to be good in the desert." So they get there and they get out. She's put those shoes on and they get out of the car.
So
And
dumb.
she goes, "It's so beautiful here, babe. It's like Mars. Let's go, babe." And immediately she goes, "These shoes are not good in the sand." He's like, "Yeah, I told you. I told you that."
She's like slipping and sliding down that.
She should
Whoa!
have just taken her shoes off
Babe!
completely.
Oh, babe! Oh, babe! Oh, rocks, babe! It's slippery, babe!
Oh,
I thought she was going to break an ankle, and I
like,
was
just take
fine
them
with it.
off.
Yes.
So they get to their tent. She's like, "Oh my God, babe. It's so cute, babe. This is adorable, babe. Now, is there another bed, babe?" And he goes, "No, so you'll stay here and I'm gonna take another bed." And she goes, "So like it's my birthday and I'm staying in here all by myself, babe?" And I'm talking to him. She
Maybe
goes,
he'll
"This."
sneak in. I thought he would just sneak in
I
after the
did too.
cameras were
Yeah.
gone.
I'm hoping she'll tell us that he did. So the talking head, she goes, "This is weird. Okay. I'm not going to let it ruin my birthday. And if we get engaged, maybe we could finally share a room." No, you cannot. We've watched this show long enough to know you can only share a room once you're married. Okay.
But we've also seen a lot of men bend the rules when
Well,
they
what I'm
want
saying,
to.
that's the rule. I'm not saying they do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only
Also,
Tiger Lily and Adnan. He was the only one that's like, within 14 minutes, we must be married. He was the only one.
yes, so
Yeah.
we can bang.
Okay. So now she has on some flats, which I couldn't decide were just the slippers they provided with the room.
It
Yeah.
seems just like slippers, yeah.
And a long skirt. And they go to so if you're going to ride a camel, you should definitely be in a skirt.
Yeah.
And they
You
go
want
to the
that vag just right up
just
on that
right
saddle.
on that saddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's riding the camel and she goes, "Oh my God, babe, I am so great on this camel. Like we are bonding, babe. Do I look good on this camel? Babe, this is so romantic. It is the best birthday ever." And he goes, "Okay, great. I'm glad you like it. I have a birthday surprise for you later." And the talking head, she goes, "Okay. So he said he had a surprise for me, and he knows I've always wanted to get engaged on my birthday because I am the most basic bitch on the planet. So I hope he will propose." So
I think this also might have to do with let us know if you're a twin. Do you feel like you want that maybe as a way to make your birthday more special? Because you have to share your birthday your whole life. I'm trying to psychoanalyze and make it
Yeah.
deeper than it is, when really she's just a basic bitch.
Yeah, she's like, "It'd be so amazing to get engaged on my birthday."
Why? I'm sorry, is she delusional? He has said he is at 7%. And he needs to be
Correct.
at 100, and
Uh-huh.
he said that he is not introducing you to his family on this trip.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
What is wrong with you?
Although this whole thing, if we are to assume he paid for it, would be very expensive. This whole
Yeah, that's
experience.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his tent is below hers, and he comes out, and she's standing next to her tent, and he comes out of his tent. She goes, "Hi, babe. Hi."
It's exhausting.
She goes, "Babe, I like that your tent is low. So if there's a murder, they're gonna get you first, babe."
Oh my
And he's
god, I
like,
totally missed that. That's hilarious.
but I was like, it depends on where the murderer is coming from. They could be coming.
Yeah,
Okay. They
that
would
actually
be,
makes me like her more,
yeah,
that she maybe is
because
into true crime.
I think that those things all the time. I think
Yeah.
like, okay, well, if we get murdered, at least they're going to stop at that room first. They'll get that person before me. Um, so they go to a dinner. It's beautiful. It's up on this high hill. And I did notice when she sat at the table, she put her like Chanel bag on the table. And then in the next shot, it wasn't there. So I think production was like, no, Put your bag in the sand. Also, why do you need your bag? Your tent is right there. So
Exactly.
it's super windy. Her wig is a blowing. And she goes, do you think this is chicken? And he goes, yeah, I think it's chicken tagine. She goes, okay, that's all I've eaten on this trip is chicken. Do they have other things here to eat? So
And
she
we
goes,
see a cut of all the
of
tagines
all
they've
the
eaten.
chicken tagine they've eaten. So
Yeah.
she goes, babe, you want to make your plate? And he goes, no. And she goes, well, give me your thing. I'll make you a plate. And he goes, no. And she goes, so I'm going to eat by myself on my birthday? He goes, it's so cold. I'm so cold. Are you cold? It's so cold. And she's wearing sleeveless. And then she goes,
he's anemic. There's something he's
I was
very
like,
pale.
he must be sick. He must be ill to be that cold.
He's very thin and very pale. And
Yes.
she looks much healthier than he does. Also, to your earlier point, their tents are not that far.
Yeah,
So
you can go get a
couldn't you
jacket.
get a blanket or something? And there's a server waiting on you. Just
Yeah.
have them get you a blanket.
So, so he goes, I'm so cold. And then she goes, babe. She flips her hair. She just sort of, with her neck.
Yeah.
She goes, babe. She goes,
It's like she is the Barbie doll. When you hold your own Barbie
yeah,
doll and like flick
flip the
it,
head. Yeah.
she's doing it to herself.
She goes, do I look pretty with this sunset, babe? Do you want to take a picture of me with the sunset? Babe, is this your best view? Babe? And he
Is
goes,
this not exhausting?
it's exhausting.
I would walk into the sea with rocks in my pockets.
I would find, I would ask, where is the murderer? Please tell them to come to the first tent. Yes.
She just never stops talking. And it's always about herself and how good she looks. And it's always babe. And he is a quiet gentleman. She's like
begging for compliments.
Begging for compliments. And everything. Like, and he is a silent person.
Mm-hmm.
They are so poorly matched.
Yes. Yes. And so then she goes, is this a great view? Is this your best view? And then he goes, yes, you look really pretty. Do you want to take a picture? And he's like, no, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. So she goes, do you want my sweater? And he says, yes. He puts on her like Lisa Rinna duster. He puts on like a long, and then he is just walking around in that duster. Hilarious. She's sleeveless.
She's sleeveless. She's fine. How funny is that if he did propose wearing her sweater?
Her sweater. And
again, talk about flipping gender roles. I love it.
Hilarious. So on the talking head, she goes, Ziad is acting strange and he's just staring at me and not eating. And I'm just thinking maybe he's so nervous because he's going to propose.
No, he's
and I wrote,
freezing.
I said, maybe he has an illness because he looks sick.
Mm-hmm.
So
eat that tagine will warm you up. It's steaming.
It's some hot tea. So they're done with the meal. And she goes, well, babe, thank you for the romantic day. And he goes, yeah, you deserve it. Oh, babe, thanks. And he says, I'm happy where we are. I think we're on the right road. And she goes, thanks, babe. And he says, it's great to have this view and this day with someone I love. So the waiter comes and takes the food away. And he goes, I hope you enjoy your birthday. And now I have a real surprise for you. And it's a birthday cake. And they bring it out. And she goes, see, I thought it was going to be like a musician or like something like a romantic sunset camel ride. I don't know. And it's a cake and it says happy birthday, Emma. And she goes, cute. It's so cute. Thank you, babe.
She's like slicing into it. Like, where's the ring? Is the ring hidden in here?
Like,
which slice is the ring in?
She's like, do I slice it on the left, babe, by the E? Is that where it is? Give me a sign. So he says, I wish you all the good and happiness on your birthday in your life. And she goes, okay, babe, here's some cake. So he eats the cake. So I was like, all right, maybe he's not sick.
Did you hear the sound effect that was like, wah, wah. They did a little, they actually did. They included a little sound effect. Mm-hmm.
So in talking head, he says, listen, I love Emma and I know she wants me to propose, but I don't think it's the right time. Inside, I know she has not told me everything. I have suspicious and it's hard to move forward. I will take my time to see the truth. Okay. So he says, you like the cake? She says, yes. And he goes, okay, I need to take you to your room now. She goes, okay, I guess I could. All right, I guess I'll go to bed. Okay. So he walks her to the room and she goes, thanks, babe. Love you. Good night. And he's still wearing her sweater. He doesn't give it
I
back. Hilarious. That's when I realized it was at least a duster. So in
know.
the talking head, she goes, it's a shitty feeling, because we're getting along and we were intimate, but I guess we're ending the night with no proposal. So I guess he's not sure of me. With Ziad, it's always 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. And I'm thinking the proposal may never happen. Now, meanwhile, they have both of them like warming their hands up by their little stoves.
I know.
Now it's the next morning. And the first thing I notice, she's folding that sweater because it's
He
long
got
and
it
she's
back.
folding it. So I was like, did he come over in the middle of the night and leave the sweater?
Uh-huh.
I've been talking to Ed. She goes, the trip started rocky and we've had good moments, but like he didn't propose. So she heads out to meet him for some tea. And he says, how are you feeling one day being 28 years old? And she goes, babe, it was great. Last night was great. And he goes, last night I should sorry for you because I was so cold. And she goes, yeah, I wish my birthday dinner was a little more special. And he goes, well, you had the camel and you had the cake. And she goes, it was fun, but I was expecting more like a proposal. And he says, do you think we understand each other enough for me to propose? For me, I don't feel ready. I don't feel I know you completely. I feel like you have a lot of liars. Like when you ghosted me and it was a bad time, I need details about this ex-boyfriend. Okay, now this is when I thought they were just going to like go to next week or whatever. But
Yeah.
she says, okay, so last time I was here in Morocco, I was not here with my friends. I was here to visit a guy that I was dating. And he's like, oh, like he throws his whole head backwards. And he goes, so you're here now just to pass time with another Moroccan guy. And she goes, no, what happened was I found out he was talking to other girls. And so I went on a dating app to see if I could trap him. But then I started talking to you and I was interested in you. But then I got back with Mohammed. So I had to ghost you. Make sense? Okay. Can we get married now?
This story just gets worse and worse.
He's not helping.
No.
He goes, so you have been here in my country, in my city with another guy. And she goes, yeah, well, yeah. Okay, yeah. But there was something else. On my last trip to Marrakesh, we were engaged. And he's like, oh my God, head explode, whatever.
It's bad enough I have consumption and and now you tell me this?
It's bad enough I'm suffering with scurvy. And now,
Yeah.
okay.
And now do
So
we have to take a camel ride back to the city?
just fling me over the back. I'm too weak to sit up straight. Okay. So coming up on, and this was a jump scare because this is Lisa's voice going, coming up on the rest of the season on Before the 90 Days. I was like, oh my God, you scared the shit out of me.
It's either her or Gino. Like it's always either they pick the most annoying voices
yes,
to do
they do.
the previews. It drives me crazy.
Here's what's coming up. Sheena puts on some lingerie and Forrest lays on the bed with flower petals on him. And it's like, you like this view? Okay. Annalyn shows Jovon a pregnancy test and he says, holy shit, I'm about to be a dad.
I knew it.
Get rid of those roommates.
Yep.
Elise. Yes, Elise is on this season, even though we're in episode
shocked.
10.
Shocked.
Elise is going to Sydney to meet a boyfriend named Joshua, but she has a very hard time trusting men because of an ex who stole her identity and all her money. Wow.
$500,000.
Is that what she said? Oh,
yes.
That's a lot of money.
She must do very well modeling.
Well, maybe that's why she lives with her parents. Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Trisha's dad yells at Rick and says, "Decide right now about having kids. And if you say you won't, we'll keep our daughter." Okay. I
Why
can't
are you
believe,
even taking
why did
him
she take him?
to your village after he told you about the cheating?
And she's on social media being real funny about him being awful. So I really thought she was going to dump him after he told her, but no.
But well, at least she seems to be, you're saying,
Okay, now.
like
Yeah.
she dumped him now. Okay, that gives me
Yeah.
hope.
Maybe she was like, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this motherfucker to see my dad and let my
Yeah.
dad ream him out." Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
We see Emma take a call from her ex, Mohammed, and she goes, "Part of me deep down, there was a thought that maybe while I was here, I would maybe see Mohammed, a guy that wanted to give me a ring."
What is wrong with this woman?
I don't know. She did a whole like TikTok explaining why she wears a wig and never explained why she wore a wig. She just said, "My hair is same color and is not straight, and so I like to wear a wig." So I like to wear a wig. Here's pictures of me without my wig. Looks the same as with my wig. It's like Cher.
Oh.
Her hair underneath is long and straight and black. Okay. Okay. Laura's pal, his name is Michael, right? Isn't her buddy named
Yes.
Michael? Okay.
Mhm.
Michael comes to town and tells Birkan, Laura made a move on me. And on the talking head, Birkan says, "This is the end of the road," and tells her not to come back to the apartment, which I do believe she's paying for. So I'm not sure how he can say that.
Yeah.
Forrest tells his mom, "Mom, Sheena and I have decided together that I'm going to stay here for a little while." And Molly goes, "Forrest, no." And Sheena says, "At some point, you're going to have to trust your son." And Molly says, "I trust my son. I don't trust you." And Sheena
Oh.
storms out. Okay. And she storms out.
I humbly apologize.
I apologize. Elise is in a restaurant yelling in her normal top, which is a crossover with the underboob out. That's her style.
Mhm.
And she's yelling in a restaurant about her guy lives with this woman who's supposed to be a friend. And is that normal? Am I crazy? She's yelling in the restaurant.
She wants strangers to weigh in.
Yeah. Yeah. And he says, "I thought I was falling in love with her, but after that shit, I'm done." So perhaps this is why they're only on just a little bit, because it was just like that.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was one date. Okay. Lisa cries and tells Daniel, "I haven't had the time to tell you,
Oh my God. You
but
had so much time.
but since we now have some time, I'll tell you, I am still married." And in the talking head, he says, "She called me a scammer, but she's the real scammer." And then we see her at a dinner table and she puts her head down and goes, "I'm just a fucked up person."
Yes, that is correct. So do we think she doesn't even get out the 21 years of lesbianism?
I don't think she gets out, "I'm still married and it's a woman." I don't think she gets out the woman part. I think she's just baby steps.
And I've been
baby
married
steps,
5 times.
baby steps, baby
Yeah.
steps. Just don't put it all on
See,
at once.
I
It's
would do it
overload.
all at once because maybe they'll be so enraged by the first thing, they might not
Yes,
even hear
yes.
the second and third thing.
They might not pick up on the other things. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. But her with her head on a table with like a bottle of champagne and some flowers going, "I'm a fucked up person." Just, I
That's
love it
it.
so much.
That is the encompassing of the series as a whole.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
a fucked up person.
All right, so we're gonna work on our viral meme that is going to
Mhm.
be, but let's don't do airplane. Let's do a 20-hour bus ride.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And let's come up with the worst moms that we can.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's who you have to choose. All right.
Yep.
Okay. You got to
I'm
make it a
so
collab. We have to do it together.
Okay. And I
Don't
have
try to.
Canva. We'll do it on Canva.
I have Canva too. And I tell you what, I twice a week I go on Canva and I'm like, I can't figure it out. Like I could
I
get some
know.
stuff, but I can't do other stuff.
I know. I can't do anything advanced.
No,
So
I
don't
can't either.
expect Set your expectations for this meme very low. I wonder if someone's already done it, because then
They
if it's
have.
on,
You've got to go find one that's already done and then just replace all the faces.
what if they've already done one with the moms though?
Oh, they have. No one's done it, and also we need to do. Ours has to be a bus or a tuk-tuk. It's got to be
Yeah,
something really
exactly.
uncomfortable.
Exactly.
It could be which
Mhm.
tuk-tuk are you getting in?
Yeah. Mhm.
That
I
also
love
sounds
it.
advanced on Canva and sounds like something we're not going to be able to do. No.
Yep. I
Speaking of
might
guys, if you want to
ask for
see
help.
our hilarious social media, please go over to Pink Shade Pod or
Mhm.
Dateline, and we are on the Instagram, we are on the TikTok. I'm on
Mhm.
Threads. Are you on Threads?
I'm on Threads.
I'm on
Do I
Threads.
post? No, but I'm there.
I've tried to get more into it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm on Blue Sky.
I think I'm on Blue Sky.
I think you're on Blue Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't now I literally where is that on my phone? Unclear, but I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm on Truth
Mhm.
Social. Just kidding. I'm not on that.
Mhm.
I'm not on that. Um, also, when Ingrid's sister was asking me about Ghislaine Maxwell, she sent me a picture of her mom, which is also Ingrid's mom, that looks just like Ghislaine number 2. And I fell off my chair laughing, and I showed it to Dave. I said, "Who do you think that is?" He goes, "Oh, is that the person that they're saying it's Ghislaine Maxwell?" I said, "No, it's Ingrid's mother." Hilarious. I was like, "You better check on where she is. You better check on where she is because she may be
Oh
getting
my
paid
god.
to be a body
Oh
double." Yeah.
my
You guys, what a week. Where's Nancy
What a
Guthrie?
week.
Can somebody please?
Where is Nancy
Please.
Guthrie? Seriously. Every time we record, I'm assuming you're gonna tell me it's
She was
over.
found. She
She
was
was
found.
found.
Something terrible happened. Something didn't terrible happen.
Yeah.
Eh, But no, we're in our second week now.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. It's another theory is that if they did take her to Mexico, which that seems to be the new thing that Harvey Levin keeps getting all these emails, that they
Yeah.
said they took her to Mexico. Now, if you go to Mexico or basically anywhere else in the world, you can get whatever medication you need without a prescription.
That's a good point.
So
Yeah.
if they took her to Mexico and she says, I'm on this and that heart medication, blood pressure, they're like, okay, we'll just
Right.
run to the pharmacy and get it.
Mhm.
And she could be totally fine. She could be living her best life, sipping a margarita by a pool. We don't know.
That's true, because that was my dad's
That's
main concern. He's like, "If I didn't have my medications." It
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Me
mean,
too.
most
I need
yeah,
my medications.
me too. If I don't have my Effexor, then I'll start having feelings, and nobody wants that.
No, they give me back real quick. They
Yeah.
go, "I think we kidnapped the wrong one."
Yeah, this woman would be
Yeah.
cray-cray.
Mhm. Me too.
Everybody, we're not making light of it. We just wanna know where she is. Okay.
Yeah.
Follow Kimberly and Katie, A Date with Dateline. That's their podcast. Dateline is your social media. Follow me. This podcast is called Pink Shade. We have a Pink Shade Prime. We're covering Welcome to Plathville. We're doing a rewatch. We're covering Love is Blind. You guys, the Wednesday drop that is coming out this week on Love is Blind, the amount of rage you're going to have. Get ready. Get ready. In the words of Amy Archer, you will become a lady of a certain rage. And
Yes. I love it.
it's so funny. Then also you and I are covering the single life. And
Yeah.
that's been compelling.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, yeah. And only one
Very.
episode. Yeah.
And there's more. There's so much more that was on Between the Sheets that I don't know why they did not include it in the episode. My dad showed me it, and I thought he's making it up when he told me the stuff with Kimberly that they
Okay.
included in Never Before Seen Between the Sheets.
Okay. Well, I'm going to watch Between the Sheets for last week's
Yes.
episode, and then
Yes.
I will watch it for this episode as well that's coming up this
Yeah.
week. You guys, yeah, get on over. That's on the $5 level of Peak Shade Prime. You can click around and find it. You can click in the show notes. It's all there. Katie and Kimberly also have a Patreon, and they're doing Traders Live on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
our live stream on Sunday.
They do it all. They do it all over
Yeah.
there for the people. They leave it all on the floor. That's it, everybody. We will see you next week here, or if you're listening, we'll see you on Friday for 90 Day Single Life. Okay, bye.